Saucy Day. Scratch that. David Tickholm, aka Saucy Day, back with another Road to Six Figures. Feel me? Road to Six Figures. And we gonna make this one very short, sweet, and simple. I think a lot of the things that I've been realizing is one thing I'm gonna note through the video, one major key. You're gonna see that what I'm gonna talk about. You're gonna see what I'm gonna lock in on when I get to it. But once again, Wagwan YouTube. Let's get to it. So first I started with NAS. I know you see 100E mini futures. We're on futures, yes, correct. We're on futures. So as you can see, we had a 1 hour high probability supply. Go down to the 15. It was up here. I had marked the zone at the time, but as you can see, we had the 50 MA. 50 SMA, my bad, and the 200 over the top. And as we can see, we had a 5-minute high probability zone, and we had another 5-minute high probability zone up here. So the only thing that I was questioning about this is the 50. 50 is always, you never want to trade against it, you know what I'm saying? So as you can see, came into profit a little bit. As soon as I seen a little bit of rejection, I got out, broke even. Like, I got out a little bit in profit, but I seen it cutting through price, and I was like, okay, let me see what it does at this next zone. Still 1 hour zone, it touched right back in. Got in on the break, and yeah, I caught this move for a 1-to-1. Beautiful move, beautiful hit. And I'm realizing 50 SMA is a very strong indication. You definitely want to be going to away from it when trading. Price action, it's so great when you're going away from it. Let's move on. Hope everybody's having a great week, a great March, you know what I'm saying? Spring coming. So with this one, it was a little news move. Let me go back a little bit. As you can see, this news candle. It was around 8-9 o'clock in the morning, to be precise. So let's go draw down a 15-minute. As we can see, the 15 wasn't really showing us nothing. We had 200 floating on the bottom, 200 cutting through, 50 SMA floating on the bottom. 5-minute, we had liquidity grab at the bottom that shot price up. If I'm not mistaken, it was a liquidity grab all the way from back here. Right there, you see it? Right here. But I'm starting to realize you don't really want to do that. But I noticed that, and I went down to the 1 minute. Scratch that once again. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's actually what I realized after. That's my fault. But this was the actual trade I took. I took a 1 minute high probability buy, and off the 1 minute, because I seen it gave one over here, gave another move over here. However, third time was not the charm on this one. As we can see, got in. I might start trading in 1 minute, I'm not gonna lie. I realized the 5 minutes, sometimes the move doesn't go all the way there, and sometimes it'll just it'll react off the 1 minute zone. That's what I'm starting to realize, at least with futures. So we can see this one didn't turn out as we wanted it to, and we ended up losing that one. Got out on time. Yes, my other move on Tuesday was a light crude oil trade. As we can see, the 4 hour 200 coming on the bottom, 1 hour 200 over the top. As of late, I've been paying more attention to what's doing on the 1 hour. H4, I just look for what major zones it's in. If it's in the major supply or even major demand, that's what I pay attention to. And what direction is breaking structure to. On the 1 hour, I pay attention to the EMAs, 200 flowing on top, We had a double top, 15 minute. As we can see, 1 hour supply, a high probability 5 minute supply. Yeah, down here, my bad. 5 minute supply down here, and yeah, 5 minute. That's why it looks like this. I was about to say, like, so 15 minute, you can see 200 cutting straight through, which is indication for like a liquidity grab. But when we go down to 5 minute, as we can see, cut this off. I was looking at live price. I noticed that, okay, high probability, it touched the 1 hour zone. We had 50 right there, and tapped me in. I think this might have been the one where, like, yeah, it tapped me in. Yeah, this was the one where I didn't set the buy stop on time. I learned my lesson on this. This was what I wanted to say. Before I was doing very well with setting my stop losses. With futures, I think I got a little too like hyped, because I realized as a scalper, futures is really the way to go. Apart from fees, futures really has the best. Well, as of late, I see it gets you right into price action. There's no stalling. What else? We have low spreads. The spreads is not bad. It's just the fees, honestly. Apart from that, scalping as a futures trader seems really good. With like 1 or 2 contracts, you can see $5,000, $1,500, $2,000 days. Honestly, trading just Nas 100 alone. Just had to put that out there. But I think on this trade, it really made me realize I gotta start setting my stop loss. This is like, I gotta treat it like I treat Forex, and I got too overzealous, you know, taking it back to my psychology. Like, I gotta be able to accept my risk. And I realized with this one, when I should have exited down here, I let it run off a little bit too much and lost way more than I should have. Way more, because I was so adamant that this trade was going to go in my direction. For everything that I aligned, I was still accepting the risk. However, I was willing to lose big when I didn't have to, when I realized it should have been a cutoff. That's my strategy, and that's how I trade. So with that being said, with that alone, I understood that I didn't trade to my edge. And as we can see, it came so close and knocked me out, and I lost the trade. Now let's go to Wednesday. More and more, I'm learning how important it is to trust your edge and risk manage. Trust your trading plan, follow your trading plan, risk manage. Follow your trading plan, risk manage, and execute. Those are like the 3 keys, you know what I'm saying? And execute, and you should be good. You should be fine, honestly. It's just about building consistency and building, like, compound interest is just gonna happen. Like, I just look at this as compounding. Luckily and then amazingly, with futures, they also have funded accounts. So as you're building your personal account, you can use the funded account money to go to them and put that in a personal account. And another great thing with futures is that with TradeOvate, which is what I use alongside my prop firm, so amazing, they combine where you can trade it with TradeOvate and trade on TradingView. It's so tough because they have even a trade copier, which is basically like I can have more than one account and take similar trades on it. So I haven't yet tested that out or even like learned too much about it yet, and I don't plan to yet. I still want to take the rest of this month, maybe a little bit of April, and once I get everything really rolling, I think I'm gonna be using that a lot. I think the trade copier, something that's gonna be very clutch and very good. All right, let's lock in. Don't mind me. Oh my gosh, I think something got my eye. We good. So boom. Now let's go to Wednesday. I'm gonna just go straight to the 1 hour. You can see we had a 1 hour high probability demand. I thought it was gonna be a liquidity grab. As we can see, it grabbed liquidity, but it never broke underneath. And go to the 15 minute. 200 cutting through. I was like, okay, it's liquidity grabbing all the way from here, back there. It's a little too far. 5 minute. 5 minute, I entered on a demand from back here. from the 1 hour. I already took it away, but from the 1 hour, took the break of candle, and they're probably like, yeah, this one I jumped in a little bit too early. No, I jumped in on time actually, but as we can see, price was breaking to the downside, which is the one thing. This was actually a blue candle, but it finished red. I lost this trade, got back in on this break, on this candle break, because I was very confident, but sat in some drawdown, and yeah, I lost that one because the account that I was actually trading, it knocked me out for the day. You have like a certain limit that you can hit for how much you can lose that day, and like I told you, I'm adjusting to the futures risk management, and I learned a lot. And now I'm so grateful because these last 2 weeks have been very beneficial, because I'm realizing more and more that you don't need to use too many contracts to make a lot of money in futures. You only need like one or two max, but you can make great money with 1 or 2 contracts, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. So boom, that's why I really lost this trade, or else this would have been a winner. And now let's go to Thursday. I tried a US 30 move. Boom, we're super high on price right now. We had like a H4 demand all the way down here, so I figured that's what price was aiming for at the time. Go to the 1 hour, 200 on the bottom with 50 SMA, literally at price, which was an indication for reversal. We see 15-minute, literally liquidity grab up here and then start heading down. But I figured I entered a little bit too early, like I could see. Mind you, this is before New York open, so still pre-market. Got in on that break of candle, and price reversed on this news candle actually. And no, I got out even before news. I lost that trade, and then it went and it smacked my TP, and then went up here and then dropped again. And I think this was all my trades for Thursday. I think I only took one trade Thursday. Oh no, I actually took an earlier trade. That day too on oil. I tried an oil trade and I tried a US 30 trade on Thursday. Look at that. I think this is why I tried the US 30, because oil was just like, the oil was wilding. We see 200 underneath. Hold on, my bad. Like I said, we see 200 EMA underneath. Left the zone. 50 SMA running through price. Not bad. 5-minute high probability zone, as we can see. The only thing about this trade was that it was a little high. As we can see, it already had ran up like 24 ticks before I got in. I gotta be more careful. I gotta realize that this is not Forex. When it comes to ticks, are very different, especially when it comes to oil and NAS. Like, each tick actually can make your account move very ferociously. So as we can see, it still touched the 50 SMA. However, whoa. Oh yeah, I remember what happened. I also hit my limit on this one. Got out of this trade, and as we can see, the market just kept going, blasted off. It actually threw another move right here, as we can see, blasted off again. Now let's go to my last trade I took, which was on Friday. Like I told you, a lot of these trades, what was causing me problems was just risk management. I'm realizing that next week I might also try taking 1-minute trades, but it was really looking at 1-minute trades and 5-minute trades, but it was really my risk management, making sure I put buy stops and sell stops. That's like a must. Futures, that's a must. You have to have that in. You feel me? These contracts, excuse my English, are huge. Like they move like, and this is just the mini. This is not even the full, but like, my goodness, futures is like that. So as we can see, 200 is running straight through price. 1 hour 200 above, so we know it's selling. We can see a break of structure. 15-minute. As we can see, the 15-minute, like, and this was kind of like where I won't say I messed up. I just thought I took a good trade because I understood like we had the 1 hour zone, and I figured, okay, it's gonna come back up, grab these orders up here, fill in the gaps, and then come back down. And you know, as we always talk about, like, anything can happen in the market. So there's an opportunity for it to do that, and there's an opportunity for it not to do that. And as we can see, $200 right at price, which was amazing. But one indication of being a little unsure was the fact that 200 was above. However, I really like this zone, and I like the chances of it being a reversal. And it was a little late. This was I won't say a forced trade, but like, I seen this trade late in the day, and I realized once it, for real, unless it's a really great trade, a trade like this I shouldn't have taken so late in the day. However, like, I didn't see no setup Friday, so I kind of was like, okay, let's just see what this is looking like. Took the break of candle right here. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't mark it up. Took the break of candle right here, and I ended up just losing this trade. Finally said it. Let's clap it up for me. I finally put the sell stop, and I was able to get out this trade and lost. However, probably being said, that was my week. However, like I was just about to say, I'm realizing that like a lot of the mistakes that's going on is really just having to do with risk, accepting risk, trusting your edge, and just executing your trading plan and following it. Those are just so important factors into your trading, and just doing what you have to do on a consistent basis. You know, I think it's a saying of Rome wasn't built in a day, Africa wasn't built in a day. Like, it takes time to build a house, you know what I'm saying? You got to build your foundation, you got to build the walls up, add in the windows, then you put in the couches, the TV, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, however, like you like to spice it up. So I'm realizing that, like, okay, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I got the foundation set now. We're putting in the walls, we're putting in the windows, you know what I'm saying? We're really creating it, you know what I'm saying? We're really building it up and strengthening it. So even when wind blows and stuff like that, the market does what it wants to do. It will be straight. And I think that was the biggest lesson. Gonna come back harder next week, better, more decisive, more clear, with more honest risk management, understanding my risk, and executing my trading plan cleanly. And that's it. And leave the rest to the market and build like that. I appreciate you guys for hanging this long. If you have any questions, leave a comment, like the video, and if you want more content like this or anything else, let me know. It's your boy, Saucy. I'm out.